Welcome, everybody. It's Wednesday. Your host, Tanya Tomasevich, aka TT. To the group, Intuitive Minds already know. How is everybody doing? We are getting closer and closer to this eclipse. You know, I'd like to say it's all bullshit, but I really don't know what's going to happen. Me and my husband were talking about that last night. And it's like, hello, Nick. We were talking about, like, is it going to be like Y2K when everybody, like, went out and bought, like, boxes and boxes of Spam and stocked up on water? And I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. Oh, hello, Lola. Are you here to stay? Anyways, I'm just going to keep shuffling and talk about some current events until there's a couple more people to get on here. But how tonight's live is going to go, I have lots of things that have been inspiring me, and was just, normally when I do lives, it's just kind of like shoot from the hip, but I actually was thinking about the live since last night, and I apologize, I cannot seem to get rid of this purple glare, so either just listen to me, or I'll do my best, but I'm gonna have to research how to get that purple glare. It's my glasses. Anyways, and normally I just kind of shoot from the hip, but I've been really inspired for tonight's reading. We're gonna pull cards, of course, from the deck that I created. They're still available on Etsy, or you can reach out to me if you live locally, or if you don't and you don't have Etsy, let's arrange some kind of payment plan, because they are still for sale for $25. And I have lots of other stuff on Etsy. Before I just ramble, we have 508 members. Isn't that exciting? I was listening to some old lives videos as I was posting them to YouTube. I have 40 videos now on YouTube. So if you are more of a YouTuber than a Facebooker, Lola, you gotta go if you're gonna do that. And so I uploaded quite a few of videos like there was stuff from last year in the chakra, and I uploaded the self-love workbook ones, so take a look there if you're if you'd rather listen to like on YouTube. So all right, so we're gonna pull cards, and then I have an announcement to make about an exciting new idea that just came to mind like a couple days ago. It's been kind of like back there, you know, in the peripheral, just kind of like, yeah, you know, this might be cool to do. But it really kind of it really stepped forward, and the spirit was like, yeah, I think you should just like announce it and get some beta testers and try it out. So I'll be making the announcement. Travis, you want to shut my door?
Yep.
And you want to take her, or?
You're doing Lola.
Maybe she'll be fine. She was header squeaker, so. All right, the first thing I want to do is I want to we haven't done this in a while. It's the energy activation. So I just have some regular spa music on here. And if you're listening, will you tell me if you can hear it? Because I don't want it too loud. All right, so who's watching? Nick, are you still watching? So this is just going to activate your energies and get you in kind of a relaxing, kind of more quiet, still-minded state of mind, state of being. And we're just going to take some deep breaths, and we're going to just kind of find our center and find our energies, okay? What do you want? All right, you're out then. Get out. Get out. Stay out. Puppies. All right. So the first thing I want you to do is I'm going to sit, but you can lay down if you want. This sometimes works better when you are just sitting. So what I want you to do is if you have essential oils, you can put essential oils on. Sometimes that helps find your relaxive state. So what I want you to do is I want you to just put your hands together and start rubbing. We're gonna activate our energy. We're gonna feel it. We're gonna feel it. And just keep rubbing and pressing your two palms together, and just make some friction. And get it going, get it faster. Close your eyes. This is your time. All right, once you get it nice and hot, then I want you to pull your hands. Ooh. And your energy might be here close, or it might be like you might be able to feel it more as you go out, depending on your energy, depending on where your strongest energy resides. Oh, I can really feel it in like the backs of my arms if I go way out. But just play with it a little bit. And imagine there's like your energy start out with like white light. Imagine it's white light, but it can be any color. I just use a neutral color of white just to help people visualize if they've never done this before. I feel mine in the bottom of my palms and in my fingertips, but there's no right or wrong way to feel it. And if you can't feel it this time, that's okay. Just play with it. Maybe try it later. So what I want to do is I want you to think of something that's on your mind, whether it's just on your mind repeating today or yesterday or in the past couple days or the past week or the past month or even the past year. Just visualize that, get it in your mind. And I want you to put that thought, that worry, that negativity, that situation, anything associated with it, I want you to put it in this ball. Put it in there right now. And the ball of energy and the ball of light is gonna encompass it. It's not gonna hurt it. It's just in this spot. And I want you to really concentrate on letting all of that thought, hello Liz, all that thought or situation, any energy, anything that's connected to it, how it's connected to your body. I want you to put that in the ball right now. Anything connected with it at all. A thought, a color, a smell, a sound. And then I want you to give it to God. Really focus on getting it out of your system. Let it leave your body. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't serve you. Whatever this is, we're just going to get rid of it. Because it doesn't belong inside us. And it doesn't belong in our mind, in our thoughts. It's not serving us. Wow, I am like really hot right now. We're going to have to open up a window. Uh-oh. All right. Put it in the ball, and then just like, You can actually do it with me. You can actually physically raise it up and give it to the angels, to God, to Gaia, give it to the universe. And then just bring yourself back. Hands to heart. And be grateful that you have this opportunity with me to show you how to free yourself of burdens. Take a deep breath. Exhale. I'm going to turn my heater off. All right. I have to open a window, folks. Whew. All right. So, how's everybody doing with that? That is just something you can do on your own. It's really good if you have anxiety and panic attacks. Yeah, I got hot. So, but you can do it anywhere. So tonight, we're gonna pull from the deck, and the topic is relationships, all kinds. Relationships with yourself, relationship with your parents, relationships or with your other family members, relationships with special someones, your significant others, your children, your friends, your co-workers, and most important relationship is with yourself. And boundaries are really important when it comes to establishing healthy relationships. Healthy relationships equal healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries equal healthy relationships. All right, so what I'm going to do is I have some things that I want to talk about that I wrote down, but I want to pull some cards and we're going to do like a stacked reading based on relationships. So the first thing before we pull, I want to, if you guys have a notebook, get it out, and I want you to just, if you don't have to do it now if you don't have time but I want you to think about a relationship. Pick one relationship in your life right now and think about that relationship. And is there something that you've been thinking about in that relationship? You know, or how often do you think of that relationship? So I want you to write that down. Or think about it. And then once you've got that in your head, I want you to write down if that relationship is how it meets, how it allows you to be authentic, and how that authenticity is reciprocated. Do you allow that person in the relationship to be authentic as well? All right, so now I'm going to pull a card based on that question, all right, for the collective, for you. And the question is going to be, first part is, how can we recognize when a relationship is not letting us be authentic? So if we can't be our true selves in a relationship, you know, the first part is with yourself. You think about the relationship with yourself. You know, if you are struggling, or if you're kind of going blank and you're like, well, I just don't really have a relationship that's not letting me be authentic. Think about the relationship with yourself. All right, let's pull. All right, so the question is, for the collective and anybody watching tonight or later, how can we recognize when a relationship is not allowing us to be authentic? So the first card I pulled is Journey. And when I look at this card, the number is 32. And so I'm really drawn to this dreams. So does that relationship support your dreams? Do you think of that relationship, that person in that relationship, are they included in those dreams of yours? And do you see them walking with you on that path to your dreams? Okay, so those are questions. Write them down, answer them now or later. All right. We're gonna pull another card. Use me as a conduit tonight, Spirit. Use me.
What's the best thing you did for yourself each day was also the easiest?
There. Okay, let's build on that. Fearless. Hold on a second, folks. Fearless. So fear can dictate our journey. Fear can get in the way. And if we allow fear to make the decisions in our relationships, we're going to come kind of to, our journey isn't going to really go anywhere, because it's always going to be reverting back to what feels safe and what feels comfortable. And when you can get out of the fear mode, that's where growth happens. And that's where sometimes you really get to know what you really want. And sometimes even just having that epiphany can make you realize, you know, oh, like maybe I didn't really want that. Maybe I was preconditioned to believe that I wanted this type of relationship, or I wanted this in my relationship. And just by getting out of fear mode and asking yourself some hard questions, that's the first part. Just find some stillness, get a pen and paper or doodle, or just find your way to listen to yourself. We are all connected to vibrations, and that because that's energy, and connected to music. So sometimes just listening to different types of music can help you ask yourself questions. And sometimes just the music, the words in the music can also help you. All right, so we got Journey, we got Fearless. We're going to keep going. So I'm looking at this before we keep going. I'm looking at this thing over here, and it's like it caught my peripheral, and because that's how I like remember stuff. And it was the 3 people that I listened to faithfully. about anything spiritual or just anything uplifting is Colette Baron Reed, Teal Swan, and what's the other one? Oh, Elizabeth April. But this particular article that I read out of Teal Swan was, she talked about believing that you must not think negative thoughts. And that's dismissing. And sometimes when we think, oh, you know, we can, like the power of positivity, you can have, what do they call that? It's like, oh, there's a word for it. Anyways, it's kind of like you're always being like positive, toxic positivity. That's what it's called. And that's where you just want everything to be hunky-dory and positive, and you're not allowing yourself to actually think about those negative things that are in your life or those negative thoughts. And sometimes just allowing them to come forward and be like, okay, yeah, like I'm thinking of this, it sucks. Maybe that's just enough. Just for you to realize, hey, this is uncomfortable. I don't like this. You know, maybe I need to think about this later. Am I going to do something about this negative thought? Or they're just thoughts, you know, and they just need to be come up and maybe expressed in whatever way that is, and then let go. I'm pulling another card. Oh. So, we got the Journey card, we got the Fearless card, and now we have the Love card, appropriate for relationships. I'm going to read from the book for this one, because this is what I know what the book says, and it's going to make sense. Embracing your uniqueness is an important part of your self-love journey. Loving yourself unconditionally is accepting all strengths along with all your flaws. Being okay with not being okay sometimes. You are not perfect, and you are not designed to be. Forgiving yourself starts by giving yourself grace. Reflect on the past, only to remember the lesson. Be grateful of everything you have in your life and expect less to bring you happiness. You have been given a purpose, and that purpose is expressed by sharing your talents with the world. Explore what you love and combine that with what you're good at, and your purpose will be revealed. I like that. That kind of goes with, like, you know, embracing your uniqueness, not being scared of who you are, and, you know, combine that with what you're good at, and your purpose will be revealed to find your journey. I like that. And there's a cliche. And hello, Lizzie. There's a cliche that we all use, and I found that out, like, that it's not just a cliche. Like, you cannot love someone until you love yourself. And I found that out along my journey, that I was not loving myself. And how I wasn't loving myself, I was loving everybody else, you know, and putting their thoughts and their feelings and their emotions and what they want to do and their decisions and their choices before mine. And then wondering why I was still sad. You know, I'm like, I'm doing all this. I'm doing what everybody wants me to do. And I'm always there for them right away, dropping everything. But yet, I'm still not happy. And so it made me set some very, very clear boundaries with myself. And who gets my energy? Who gets fun, Tanya? Not everybody gets fun, Tanya. Not everybody gets spiritual, Tanya. Not everybody gets hardworking, Tanya. You know, not everybody gets to see sad, Tanya. So there are certain people in my life that are on that, I guess, you know, tier level of who gets what. And that's okay. It was weird. It was really weird to take that inventory. Like, you know, and I had to dismiss, literally, I had to unfriend some friends. And because they were taking advantage of my friendship. And I look back at, hindsight's 2020, I look back at what those friends provided me, and you know, it was short-lived, and the relationship wasn't very reciprocated. And if it did, it wasn't healthy. It was somewhat toxic. Okay, I'm going to pull another card. We're going to keep going. How can we work on loving ourselves? As I finish saying it, the healing card comes forward. So I think this is a great opportunity to talk about my project. I haven't named it yet, but what I want to do and what I want to offer is I want to start kind of a healing, like a happy healing program. I don't have a name for it. Maybe it'll come out. If you guys are watching, throw me some names for this new program. I think I want to do it for like 3 months. So here's what it is in my mind. It's just like kind of little flickers and stars. It's hard to explain, but it's all here in my head. I want some beta testers, and I want to just like start with someone for free, so we can meet in person or online. I will be giving you homework to do. Hello, Lola. I will be giving you homework to do within allotted time frame. There'll be things that you need to think about. There'll be things that you need to write. There'll be like meditations to do, and we'll go very slow if you've never done this before. But we will pull cards together. If you're into that, we can just talk. So basically, it's just about some inner healing, and I don't want to charge right now. I just kind of want to get the ball rolling, kind of get my services out there, let people know what I do. And I have many modalities, and I've experienced a lot, and I've healed a lot. I've healed from a lot of shit has come forward. Stuff that I didn't even know how. I mean, there was like little glimmers of it, but I thought that I thought I had dealt with this shit. And apparently not, because I surrendered to a spiritual lifestyle, and I believe in trying to be as authentic as you possibly can in your, 3D body. But I want to test drive it with someone that, trust me, it will be completely confidential. I do want to set like a 3-month kind of progress. We can meet once a week or every 2 weeks. There will be like I said, there'll be homework. There'll be like one thing that I want you to focus on, and then go through it, and then integrate it. And then as we go, we'll progress, and we'll add to it. And I'm going to use a lot of principles that I have chosen to believe, because as I've experienced them on my journey, and stuff that I have learned along the way that have worked for other people like-minded like me. So I'm not going to charge. But I do want somebody to bite the bullet with me and pull the trigger and be a beta customer, client, patient, whatever. Yeah, so having that said, well, you can pull cards, and we can do readings together. I can show you how to do oracle card readings by yourself if you feel that's something. Travis and I can do a Reiki session, or Travis actually does a shaman journey. So that might be part of the package as well. Like I said, I want to develop a progressive healing program, but I don't want to charge. I don't want to charge anybody, because I feel, because I've never done it before, I won't be able to charge money for something that is so, like, I've never done it before. So think about that. And I really think that there's so many facets of mental health lately that aren't being met. And I have gone to counselors, and you know, I just don't think enough shadow work is done. And you don't have to be a spiritual guru or anybody following a spiritual life, and you can call it whatever you want, but I call it dealing with your shit. But it's shadow. It's the dark sides of us that really need to be let go and released and dealt with and unpacked, you know, acknowledged that stuff happens to us. And I think along the way, we just learn how to bury it. And we learn how to just pretend that it's not bothering us, when really it's dishing out to people we love and to situations and to how we react, that it's just vomiting all the time into the ether. And then we wonder why we feel the way we do, and we wonder why the people around us are behaving the way that they do. So it's a lot about healing. I don't know what I want to call it yet. Highway to healing. I like that. I like that. All right, I'm gonna pull another card. Healing. So based on, we'll go back to this. So based on the intuitive part of the card, it's, you know, we have to heal things inside us first before we can even begin to start healing the relationships around us. It all comes back to number one. And being okay and accepting that, you know, we are number one. We need to take priority of ourselves. Oh, you chewing on your bone. Okay, so I'm going to pull another card. We're stacking. Huh. Look at this. Feminine energy. So forgiveness is of feminine energy. To be able to forgive yourself is part of self-love. And if we can't forgive someone for what they've done unless we give ourselves grace. We can't give them grace and forgive them for what they've done to us unless we can give ourselves grace. Everything that we expect from someone, we should expect from ourselves. And everything that, you know, it's kind of like what you get out what you put in, basically. If you know, you have to be willing to kind of go with, if you can accept yourself and your flaws and give yourself grace and forgive, then it's not always easy, but we can't do that for someone else unless we can do it for ourselves. And sometimes just, you know, sometimes that's enough. Sometimes that is the boundary, to accept, give grace, and forgive. And maybe that's the boundary. Maybe that's as far as it gets. You know, you don't have to establish a relationship, or the relationship can be at that threshold and it doesn't need to go any further. Any questions? How are y'all doing? How are we all doing? Oh, hello, Lynette. How are you? I bet you're nice and warm in sunny Arizona. All right, what else can be revealed about relationships? And then I do want to pull from another deck. So if you're on here and you're watching, and if you want to be a beta client of mine, you can either comment on here, or if you don't, if you want to keep it very private, I have TikTok, Instagram. I'm not on Instagram a lot. I don't think I have my notifications on, but I am on Facebook Messenger. So my goal is to work with a client for 3 months. And it doesn't have to, like, if you just want to be my beta client, and you're like, hey, I'm good, but I like Tanya and she's cool and I want to promote her business, so I'll just help. We can just start with, hey, you know, we'll just start pulling cards and see what comes forward, or just have a conversation and see what comes forward. We all have shadows. All right, I'm pulling another card based on relationships. Oh, freedom. 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 The number 11. This card is just like, when I look at this card, I see the eclipse energy. And eclipses are great times of energy for really, and so are like full moons. But eclipses are, and because we're like in the spring equinox, we're like, we've been hunkered down from winter, and it's time to renew and rebuild and release and reform. So eclipses are a lot about like the rejoice. I got that word. Renew, reform, rejoice, refill, refuel. Any other ones coming forward? Rejuvenate, renew. I like that. And with, you know, with that self-love thing and the healing and we can free ourselves from that burden and really focus on that relationship with ourselves first. Free your mind. I like that. I'm going to read from the book with that one. And then we're going to pull a couple cards from the other decks. How does fear dictate your reactions and emotions? Does it hold you back with uncertainty and sadness, or does it push you forward with motivation and positivity? Holding back can lower your vibrational energy and keep you from healing and growing. Keep you from finding your self-worth. Pushing through fear makes us stronger and wiser. Putting the past and the unknown behind you and allowing yourself to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Facing our fears puts reality into focus. Clear focus sets the path for divine direction. With an open mind and an open heart, you will find freedom. I like that. And I'm just going to add, with yourself, you will find freedom with yourself. I really like that card. Yeah. So we got journey, we got fearless, love card, healing, feminine energy, the forgiveness, and freedom. I was just going to say if there's fearless, freedom, and feminine. There's like 3 F's. All right. That's that deck. How's everybody doing so far? All right. What else do I want to talk about? Just going to check my notes. Oh, so again with the boundaries in the relationships. Take inventory. And I read this, I don't know, I got it in the email and I started reading. This just popped out, so I highlighted it. And it talks about, I'm just going to read it to you because it's a really good article. Imagine what life would be like if everything stayed the same as it is now. You keep being triggered by events, places, names, songs. You ride the painful, emotional roller coaster of suspicion and insecurity every day. You continue to wound each other with your blame or defensive responses. I know you may well have decided you still want to spend the rest of your life with your spouse, or just put in whatever, with someone in your relationship, but you don't want to spend it with the spectra of of infidelity destroying everything, nor the residual pain eating away at your happiness. And every week that goes by, you wish for change. Maybe you've dipped your toes in the water and read a few self-help books only to realize that actually implementing the suggestions in there makes very little difference to your underlying pain. And then go back to your routine of waiting, hoping to find a glimmer of happiness to reassure you sufficiently. This isn't fun to imagine, I know, but here's the thing. There is a cost to taking action. But there's also a huge cost of not taking action. And this is the part that got me, so I highlighted it. When you don't take action, you make the decision to stay where you are. In this month, that you decided enough is enough, and you're not willing to suffer any longer, and you will continue to wait while everything else stays the same. So it was just promoting a program they're doing to help with couples. So the takeaway here was when you don't take action, you make the decision to stay where you are. So think about a relationship in your life and put that saying, when you don't take action, you make the decision to stay where you are. So if you want that relationship to be any different, there needs to be change. You have to, and it starts here. What are you willing to do for that relationship? What are you not willing to do for that relationship? So think about yourself first when it comes to what you really want out of that relationship, and look at your part too. Are you expecting things from a person that you're not doing, or that maybe it's not realistic? Maybe those things that that you think you need from that person or that relationship, ask yourself, okay, ask this person, hey, can you just do this for me? And see how that feels. Chances are sometimes what we think we need or think we want in our head that we're lacking has nothing to do with what we really need or that we really want. It's from a preconceived notion. Could be from a past life. It could be from conditioning. It could be from a belief system that isn't authentic to us. So keep that in mind. Yeah. All right. I'm going to pull from this card, this Messenger Oracle, and then we're going to wrap it up. Let's see here. I haven't done this one in a while. Ooh, these cards are stiff. And, as always, if you're still watching or you watch us on replay, or you watch it on YouTube, the topic is relationships. So comment in the comments the word relationship, and your name will go in for the end of the March drawing, if there is any. I think this is only the second time I went live, so we might have to wait till the end of April. But thanks to Brianna Cleaves, she won the discounted Oracle card reading for February. All right. So this one I'm not gonna use a topic. I'm just gonna pull for the collective. All right, these cards, pull a card for us, Spirit. Reveal to us as a collective what needs to be revealed. Show that you care. The number is 42. Oh, I like that. It's like a lot of white light. Is it too blurry when I do that? I like that. Let's see what I get off of that. Okay, so right away, I'm drawn to two things on this card. I'm drawn to like the scales on the dragon's tail. And I'm also drawn to like the crystal, that white crystal. Oh. Okay. So in my head, I was asking like, okay, like what is the connection? And so like if you look at it, the scales on here kind of have the same shape as the crystal. And then, so like I'm asking in my head, what is the connection? And it was exactly that is. We are all connected. We are all of, there's bits and pieces of us in everyone, and there's bits and pieces in everyone in us. So like it's just showing me, and it's funny because we just literally got done talking about like reciprocating and being aware, like, hey, it's not, you know, relationships are 50-50. And sometimes we have to look at what we're doing or what we're not doing in the happiness that that relationship is or is not bringing to us. You know, maybe it's something that we're doing why we're not happy in that relationship. And so this card is reminding us to be gentle. To be gentle and not the blamer. Don't always be the blamer. Because it's 50-50. Show that you care. You know, and it goes with that cliche. If you don't love yourself, how can you love someone if you don't love yourself? And you have to take care of yourself to care for others. And the way that she's just looking at this huge dragon, like he should be, you know, we all perceive dragons as destroyers, you know, they are magical and they, you know, and, but like they're huge, you know, we envision them, we are programmed and we think, I've never seen a dragon before, so I wouldn't really know, but like I'm conditioned from what I've seen and read and was told that dragons are huge. And something huge like that is intimidating. So when somebody cares for us, it can be very intimidating as well. It's easy to care for others before ourselves. I like that. I like that she's, you know, she's in like a serene place. She was probably meditating and probably taking some self-care. So she's putting herself first. I like that. What else do you think that conversation is going on between them? What do you think else is going on there? What do you think the relationship is between that dragon and her? Do you think she needs to be picked up? Or is she helping him? I like that. I'm going to read from the book. You guys think about that. And then we'll wrap it up. Do not distance yourself from life and those around you. Reach out. Ask for help or support if you have need, or if someone within your circle is in need of care and support, then give it without hesitation or question. A trouble shared is a burden halved. Now is not the time to withdraw and be alone, nor is it time to leave another in need. Be aware, be caring, be compassionate, reach out and be a friend, and allow others to be a friend to you. Well, isn't that like so appropriate for like the relationship topic that we were discussing? Reach out and be a friend and allow others to be a friend to you. I like that. I like that a lot. That sums it up. Out of all the messages, that sums it up. So I will do my best on going live next Wednesday. You know, things happen, life happens. So I do want to announce that I still have journals for sale. They are $10 each. Or 2 for $15. $10 each or 2 for $15. So they come with a little chain, so you can either keep that on or you can put that on a keychain. And I get them on Amazon, and then I decorate them and put my own little spin. And each one, this one has a pocket that has a little oracle card. Oh, this one doesn't have that. This does have a bookmark. Let's see if there's, oh, okay. So this one's a little different here. This one has the charm. This one has the folder with the oracle. I made it the folder is, or the folder is the oracle card. And then it has a bookmark for a book. Really, Tanya? And then I have these. So these are, I think these are on Etsy. And I also have the wish jars that are for sale. Oh, I like this one. This one's pink. So I also want to announce another service that I was thinking about, because I just love to make stuff. So if you are in need, if you have like a party or a wedding, or you need like stuff that needs notebooks, I can make notebooks, and you just give me the theme. I'll go out and buy all the materials, and then we can come up with a price per notebook. Or I make the charms, or I make jewelry. I make necklaces and bracelets. I make like the wish jars. So if that's something that you're thinking you need, let's see, what else do I make? I can make just about it. I'm not a freehand painter, so I don't do a lot of freehand painting, but if it has glue or markers or colored paper, I'm really awesome at gluing and cutting. I have been making, oh, one last thing. I have been making these I've been making my own baskets, you guys. So I got the basket at the dollar store, and then I made the flowers. And then this is actually like a little tin. So I'm going to be making more. I can custom make them. This one's really cute with the bees. So I made all these flowers. That's out of denim. So I've been making these. I can make ones like because Mother's Day is coming forward. Oh, these are really cool. I gotta show you guys these. These are really cool. Aren't they cool? Flowers? They're just with paper. Paper and some paint and some shish kebab sticks and some hot glue. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in a custom made basket, let me know. Let me know. I can make it, and if you're far away, I can also send it to you. So, all right. Once again, comment on here the word relationship to have your name put in the drawing at the end of March. Hopefully we have enough. If not, then we'll do it in April. So thanks for watching. I hope I helped. Reach out to me if you need anything, if you just need someone to talk to or someone to listen. I can talk and I can listen, and we can draw cards, and we can get together, and maybe we can, if you're local, we can get together and do something crafty if that's what you do. Or I like doing puzzles. So if you want to get together and we can talk and do puzzles, I can do puzzles. All right. Have the rest of a good week, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.